Hello. Welcome to the Diversus channel. In this video, the story of a country where there are no laws. Are you ready to travel to this country? I hope you will like this video. This video was prepared to examine the content and causes of all the problems related to the Central African Republic. Please stay with us until the end of the video. What is the Central African Republic? The Central African Republic is a landlocked country located in the heart of Africa. It borders Cameroon, Chad, Sudan, South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo and Republic of Congo. The Central African Republic has a population of 4.5 million people, and the official language is French. Central African Republic is one of the least developed countries in the world and has been struggling with political instability and civil war since 2013. The economy of the Central African Republic is mostly reliant on subsistence farming and the exploitation of natural resources such as gold, diamonds and timber. The majority of the population lives in extreme poverty and access to basic services like healthcare, education and sanitation is limited. Despite these challenges, the people of the Central African Republic remain resilient. They have a strong cultural identity and are proud of their diverse cultures, religions and languages. Central African Republic is also home to some of the most remarkable wildlife and protected national parks in Africa. How did the Central African Republic become a country without laws? The Central African Republic has a history of turmoil, with civil wars. How did the Central African Republic become a country without laws? And political unrest spanning decades. In 2013, the country descended into further chaos when the president at the time, François Bozize, was overthrown. Following his removal from office, a series of armed rebel groups formed and took control of much of the country. These rebels continued to battle each other and were eventually able to gain control of the majority of the country. With no single faction in control, the Central African Republic became a country without any real laws or government. The absence of a stable government meant that there was no one to enforce the law or provide basic services. This led to an environment of lawlessness and insecurity, as well as widespread poverty and violence. The situation deteriorated further in 2014 when thousands of people were forced to flee their homes due to fighting between various rebel groups. By 2016, the United Nations declared that the Central African Republic was facing a humanitarian crisis. In 2017, a new government was elected in an attempt to restore some semblance of order to the country, but it has yet to establish a strong and stable governing system. Despite these efforts, the Central African Republic still remains a nation without laws. This has left its citizens vulnerable to exploitation and violence. With no functioning government or laws to protect them, many people have been forced to flee the country in search of safety and security elsewhere. What are some of the challenges faced by the people of Central African Republic? Living in a country without laws can be incredibly difficult, and the people of Central African Republic face some unique challenges. The lack of laws creates an environment of lawlessness, and this can result in violence, crime, and poverty. In addition, Central African Republic suffers from a lack of infrastructure and basic services such as healthcare, education, and clean water. This has resulted in a high rate of disease and malnutrition. The lack of a functioning government also means that there is a lack of access to legal protection and assistance. This can lead to a feeling of powerlessness among the population and further instability. Additionally, the population lacks access to basic rights and privileges, such as the right to vote or participate in the political process. The people of Central African Republic are also facing serious environmental issues. In particular, Central African Republic is suffering from deforestation, erosion, and desertification due to overuse of natural resources. This has caused major losses in agricultural productivity and has exacerbated poverty levels throughout the country. Overall, the people of Central African Republic are struggling with an environment that is devoid of laws and basic services. It is clear that more needs to be done in order to help the people of Central African Republic improve their lives and their country. What does it mean to live in a country without laws? Living in a country without laws is a unique experience. It's something that many people can't even imagine, and it is a reality for the citizens of the Central African Republic. Without laws to protect its people or property, the Central African Republic is a dangerous place to live and work. There is no legal framework to provide safety or justice, and there are very few services that are available to help people in times of need. This lack of laws has led to rampant corruption and abuse of power by those in authority, creating an environment where the basic rights of citizens are routinely violated. People can be arrested without cause, their possessions can be taken without explanation, and they may not have access to legal representation. This kind of lawlessness also makes it hard for citizens to find employment, obtain healthcare, and obtain education. In addition, The lack of laws means that conflict and violence are common occurrences, as there is nothing to stop people from engaging in criminal activities. In short, living in a country without laws is a very difficult experience, especially for those who have few resources and no access to legal assistance. It can be a dangerous place to live, with little hope for safety or justice. Despite this, there are still many brave people in the Central African Republic who are determined to create a better future for their country and its people. To get other undiscovered secrets, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you.